Welcome back to our kitchen. We're glad to see you back. Today I'm going to make for you a spinach and artichoke and corn enchilada casserole. And what I did is I made a creamy sauce for it with the corn. And let me show you how it's done. First of all, we're going to do the sauce. Okay, the sauce consists of 1/2 of a can of green enchilada sauce. This is gluten-free. Make sure it's gluten-free because they do add wheat flour to it sometimes. And I'm making this into a creamy corn sauce. So I'm going to add 1 can of cream corn. And to boost up the flavors here a little bit, I've got 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, which is dairy-free People's cheese flavor. 1 tablespoon of, excuse me, 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning, 1 can of, this is a 4-ounce can of diced green chilies. This is mild. Now this is very optional. I'm going to add 1 jalapeno de-seeded and deveined. 1/2 cup of dairy-free sour cream. Got to get all that good stuff in there. Now you can use yogurt. You can use, I meant dairy-free yogurt. And you could also use coconut milk if you wanted to. Now the reason I'm only adding 1/2 of a can of the enchilada sauce is I might need more liquid. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on it. And I've got to pulse it. Okay, I forgot something very important. Now a lot of people do not like cilantro, but we love it because it doesn't taste bad to us. So I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of chopped fresh cilantro. You can use parsley too. Okay, now I have to taste it. Oh my God, that's yummy. I don't think I need any salt or pepper in this. It tastes, from the peppers and everything, I don't need any salt and pepper. Next we'll do the filling that goes in our enchiladas. Okay, we're going to get the tortillas out of the way real quick. And all I want to do is put them in oil in the pan to get them softened a little bit so I can work with them. And you just want to get them coated with the oil. I've got a paper plate over here that I'm going to put them on. I have 10 here. I'm going to continue doing this until they're all done. Okay, now for the star attraction, the filling. I got a couple tablespoons of oil in here. In fact, for the tortillas I had it pretty high. I'm going to lower it down a little bit. And I want to start out with my onions. I want to get these a little translucent. Get a head start on the onions to get them soft. And then we'll put the rest of the stuff in. I'll be back. Okay, our onions are translucent and my spoons don't fit in a jar. I need to add garlic. So I'm going to add a tablespoon. This is 2 half tablespoons. And as usual, My recipe will be at the bottom under the show more section or the description section. You don't cook your garlic for very long. In fact, I'm going to add our artichoke. Now this is in a jar. You can buy frozen, and you don't want to buy the already marinated artichokes in a jar. You want the plain, in water I believe it comes. I'm going to fry this up a little bit. Now I'm using a combination of olive oil and avocado oil today. Now I want to add our spinach. I hand squeeze the spinach today. I do not have a salad spinner. I do not have room for a salad spinner. So I do everything the old-fashioned way, and that's with your hands. I squeeze it out, and I also use my lemon squeezer. I was proud of myself. Anyway, get the spinach in here. We need to start sauteing these up. And along with that, I'm going to add 15-ounce can of spiced, or seasoned I should say, Tex-Mex black beans. I drained them. I did not rinse them. We want that flavor on there. And all it is beans with chili powder, cumin, or your favorite taco seasoning. You can make your own. It's very easy. Get the beans in here. Now I'm going to make this into a casserole. The reason being is I messed up the tortillas. They started splitting and breaking up. So I'm going to do the easiest way. Instead of rolling them, I'm going to put them flat in the dish. Okay, next I took some corn. Now this is totally option. I wanted it blackened a little bit. Now this is a can of regular corn that I only added 1 tablespoon of butter to the pan, turned it on high, or almost high, and blackened it down a little bit. I'm going to save part of it for putting in on the top of the casserole. Okay, now we want to simmer this down, get it all soft and nice. I'll taste it to see if it needs salt and pepper, and then I'll be back. Okay, because I still had some enchilada sauce left over in the can, I'm just going to put that on the bottom. I want to start with my tortillas and get those in here. Now you want to try to cover as much area as you can. Right here where there's a space, I like to take the tortilla, turn it over on itself, and they're hot. Break it, and it's not working. Let me get a knife. If they're dry and you have not put them in oil, that's the secret. You just fold them in half, and they will break in half. And I'm making a complete. See why I wanted to go casserole? Because yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work out for you, but you just have to put it together, piece it together, and then I'm going to put some of this filling in there. Now I did add another ½ cup of the dairy-free sour cream and some cilantro to the pan, and I want to cover the tortillas with the vegetable mixture. And it's very yummy. I add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and if you don't want salt and pepper, you just leave it out. And I need 1 more spoonful. Now I'm following people on the internet that tells you have to get your tortillas in oil. The reason being is so they won't fall apart, and I believe that's when you're rolling them. But my tortillas, without putting them in the oil, always got mushy. So I was going to try it this way this time. See how different that was? I just kind of tore it apart. And I'm going to add some more flavoring. I got to add some sauce. Can't forget the sauce I worked so hard to do. This is that corn enchilada sauce that I made. And I want to spread that out on top. See who needs cheese. Okay, now for more of the layer. Cameraman Paul is going to be in heaven.
Yep.
With this dish. Now it was a little labor intensive, but if you're putting on a party and you need a casserole, or even if you need to take one to somebody's house, do this. A little bit more, my honeys. There we go. Now, tortillas. Like I say, even if you mess up, you can piece it together, and I'm going to put the last one right here. Okay, now, more sauce. And my corn. This is going to bake in a 350 oven for about 30 minutes. Check on it because you might want to put it on a cookie sheet because this sauce might boil over in your oven. So make sure you have something underneath it. And then of course the finishing touch will be some of our favorite fresh cilantro. This stuff sticks to everything. Get ready. Okay, I'm going to put it in the oven. We'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like. I hope you enjoyed our recipe today. Even if it's a little bit labor intensive, take the time and do it. Don't let it scare you. You saw my tortillas breaking apart and I fixed it. I was going to roll them. I went to plan B. Always have a plan B. Even if you don't know you have a plan B, you will figure it out. So I'm going to cut this out of here and put it on a plate. And I have this little spatula like this. And I'll cut down through it like this. It needs to set up a little bit more. This went about 40 minutes in the oven. And once it cools down a little bit, it won't be so runny. But this is completely vegetables and vegetarian. I can't say it's vegan because I don't know the rules to vegan, but I'm just going to say it's a good vegetable dish. And you have this cream sauce, this corn cream sauce, that's the bomb. Now it's very hot right now. I'm just going to say a couple other things. Pray for our friends in the Ukraine. They don't deserve what that man's doing to them. Be kind to your neighbors. And let me see if I can take a bite of this for you. This goes to show you that if you have a plan in your head like rolling up the enchiladas, it can always go to a casserole. You don't have to keep it in the rolls. It's hot. It's very good. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me thumbs up. Ring the bell, that way you'll know when my next recipes come out. I'm going to try to do more vegetarians, more low carb, and again, my mission is to show you how you can take a regular recipe and switch it over to gluten-free, dairy-free, and in this case, vegetarian. Bye.